Let me ask you something. What is the definition of a slave? A definition of a slave is a person that's a legal property of another that is forced to obey them. I want you to keep this in mind, that word slave, because the new slavery ain't to beat you and to hold you in bondage. It ain't to chain you up. It ain't to whip you in front of everybody. Ain't none of that. It's to beat you at life. The new slavery is the power to control your money. They hold you in bondage with debt. Yeah, they beat you up in front of everybody with life, with bills. Yeah, see, people ain't thinking like this. The new slavery is to control your money, to keep you in labor and property of them. And you forced to do what they want you to do, or you lose your job. That's the new slavery. See, what you gotta understand is, most ball players, most rappers, and most entertainers will finish their career off dead broke with less than a working man. See, what you gotta understand, all these millions that these rappers done made, all these millions that these ball players done made, these movie stars they done made, they done spent all that money on jewelry, cars, designer clothes, and women. And they know that. See, what you gotta understand, this money that these people give you in these contracts that got all these zeros in front of it, they got all these millions on the contract. All that is a contract from a white man in the form of a loan. You just a rich slave, dog. You just a rich slave that didn't even know you about to give it back to that same man, whether if it's in his family, whether it's one of his associates, his friends, whether it's one of his partners he grew up with. They all own the jewelry, the car dealership, the designer clothes. They own all that. And you take all your money that they gave you and you go buy stuff for validation. You feel like if I go buy this shiny watch, that make me a real popular dude. You feel like if I buy this Benz and I ride around in it, it validates me. You feel like if I live in a certain area, it validates me, but it don't validate you, cause you still a NIGGA. And see, what you gotta understand, man, you really nothing more than a rich slave, and these people know that because they own all the money. Come back. It's like a fisherman when he throw that bait out there. He know he gonna pull back something. And that's just why they give you all that money. They own all the dealerships. They own all the jewelry. They own all the designer clothes. They own everything that a black man wants to feel validated. You go to the jewelry store, you buy a chain, you see a white man behind the counter. You go to a designer clothing store, you buy a Gucci, a Louis Vuitton, a Fendi, a Versace, that's a white man last name. You go to any kind of 5-star restaurant and sit down just to feel like you want to eat a nice full course meal. It's a white man that owns that restaurant. In return, all your money you work so hard to get, coming back to him. This is the new slavery. But it ain't just like they making you do this. It's because they ain't taught you nothing. See, what you gotta understand, this money they give you is just a little loan. It's a loan. And it come back with interest because you gonna keep coming back. Because you want everything that the other NIGGAs ain't got. So you gonna keep spending your money with them on materialism, depreciating assets, and bad investments. You gonna keep blowing your money. And see, what you gotta understand, these slave owners know that. They know that you just a talented slave, but talent runs out with time, and they know that. That's why they give you just enough money to keep you in labor for them. So when you get old and gray, that money run out because you done paid for a lifestyle that you can't afford no more. You just a rich slave. It's crazy, man. People don't even understand this, man. See, in the slavery days, man, all slaves used to pick cotton. All slaves pick cotton for the slave owner. They had you go out there and pick cotton, right? But one day the slaves mounted up and say, you know what, I'm tired of picking cotton for master. I want to pick cotton for myself. I'm tired of making master rich. I want to go out there and pick cotton. So guess what? They told master one day that, man, I ain't picking cotton for you no more. I'm finna pick cotton for myself. So after a week went by, they got all this cotton stacked up, right? They got all this cotton. They got more cotton than they picked for him in a whole week because they ain't giving it to him. Now it's just stacking up, but they don't know what to do with it. So in the week, they came back crying, having all this cotton put up that they thought they was going to make money from. But see, the slave master knew that they ain't had the connections. They ain't had the mental stability. Yeah, ain't nobody wanted to do business with them because they were just a slave. Nobody ain't respect them. So you know what he did? He negotiated a price that he would pay for the cotton that they picked in the comfortability of his own dollar and made them sell him the cotton that they picked at the same rate that they was doing before, for free. That's how slavery started. That's how business started for the black man. See, what you got to understand, these people are 400 years ahead of you. Was in slavery 400 years. And these people got knowledge. These people ain't never teach you no business. These people ain't never teach you nothing to get out of a slave mentality. They understand that you gonna always remain a slave because you don't got the knowledge to beat the slave trade. You trading your dollars for validation. They understand that they don't want the validation, they want the money. A white man stunt when his whole family wealthy. He feel good about that. A black man stunt when he got a Rolex, but his kids walk around with the doo-doo and the Pampers and nothing in the refrigerator, but he out here riding the best Benz, the best Benz that money can buy. So he feel validated. New slavery is to control your dollar, man. And see, what you gotta understand, just how the slave owner agreed to negotiate with the slave to pay what he wanted to pay. That's just how these NFL players, when they go on boycotts, man, I ain't gonna show up, I'm on a whole lot. I'm a whole lot. I ain't going in there. I ain't gonna play this year. I don't care how talented they know I am. I ain't gonna give these people no time. What you need to understand is the owners of them teams will agree to pay you. But they ain't gonna pay you what you want. They gonna pay you what you worth. You still an NIGGA. So normally you will get your dollar. But you gonna get what they wanna give you under their discretion and under their terms. And they about to come out with a new clause that whatever you sign, that's what we gonna honor. I don't care about your holdout. I don't care about what you feel you worth. You gonna play NIGGA. Because the new slavery is to control your dollar. And NFL still for not for long. I done seen a lot of homeless basketball players. I done seen a lot of rappers that was rich. Now they work regular jobs. They ain't got no money. They at the Walmart holding up the welcome to Walmart sign. I done seen all that. Lamar Odom with the smoking crack. DMX for the biggest rapper in the world is smoking crack. See, what you got to understand, man, they still slaves. They just look bigger and better than you. They just rich slaves. See, what you got to understand is the financial education is not being taught in schools. The financial system is not being taught in school. They don't teach you how to count money in school. They teach you how to add and subtract. They teach you basic math. But the things that you need to learn to get along and get away with stuff in life, you got to go to college for that. And see, what I realize is they will let you commit to a $200,000 loan to go to college before they give you a $20,000 business loan to open up a business so you can be self-reliant. Because the objective is to keep you a slave. And one thing they know is they family straight because they put in the time and the effort to teach their kids how to value a dollar. We ain't never do that because we ain't never had that. They understand that. So they use that against you. You may think you free, but free ain't free. It's for F-E-E. Take the aura out of free. It's for a fee. Cause not even water free. Not even coochie free. Nothing free. And to not know your past is to remain a slave. And you gotta understand where the game going, man. They controlling your dollar. Do not let these people control you. Do not let designer clothes control you. Do not let cars feel like that's a validation to you. Man, get your money and stay out the way. Man, get your money and teach your kids how to live this life. Teach your kids, make your kids earn. Make your kids value. So they don't just give it up so easy. Seek not the validation of others. Seek the validation of yourself. Seek to break the financial curse. Seek to break the generational curse. So you can live a long and prosperous life. Just like when you go to the Jewish community, you see their granddaddy or their daddy on the walls of their business and they never met them. Because they set their family up for financial domination. If you want to break being a slave, all you got to do is learn some game. Knowledge is the difference between rich and poor. The information. Get that information. We the business.